Now, the CNBC just recently test drove some of the Tesla rivals in China, and that is your BYD, Li Auto, XPeng, and our favorite stock company, Nio. And I must say, some of the comments which they said, they were quite interesting, because some of the things they said, I mean, they at some point they called Nio a liar, which is the reason why I want to, or it is causing me to do this video. I mean, when I watched that video, of course, when they were discussing other cars like BYD, Li Auto, and XPeng, I was listening, but of course not attentively. But when they come to Nio, I wanted to hear everything they said. So the lady said they went inside the Nio, it was a good car and all those kind of things. But something that really raised my eyebrows, it was when she went to a battery swapping station and she said she completed a battery swap in 10 minutes, and therefore Nio lied and by saying they can complete battery swap in 3 minutes. Now let's clarify that a bit. I mean, when I saw that or heard that from CNBC, I was a bit disappointed because number one, they did not highlight which battery swapping station they were doing or conducting that battery swap on. Because with Nio, you will know that they are currently on generation number 4, or the 4th generation when it comes to battery swapping station. There was a first generation swapping station, second generation battery swapping station, third generation battery swapping station, and fourth generation swapping station. Now with the fourth generation battery swapping station, it is the generation that is able to complete a battery swap in 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes. So if you are to go to a third generation, second generation, or even the first generation, you are not going to obviously complete a battery swap in that time. And therefore, to call Nio lying about completing battery swapping station in 3 minutes, I don't think that is truthful. And therefore, I think they need to make sure that when they conduct these studies, they are aware of the kind of battery swapping station they are utilizing. Because like I said, Nio has got 4 types of generation, or they've got 4 different generation when it comes to their battery swapping stations. So obviously the first generation swapping station, it swaps the battery in your car over 5 minutes, which I assume that is the best battery swapping station probably she used as she was driving the Nio car. With second battery swapping station, you know that it's below 5 minutes, so I don't think it's that one. With the third generation swapping station, it's below 4 minutes. And with the latest 4th generation swapping station is below 3 minutes, or around 3 minutes, which therefore means she might have completed a battery swap on Nio's first generation battery swapping stations. I mean, she also mentioned things like there are some features which are on those cars, including Nio, which she don't think that they are relevant and they would not be enjoyed by the consumers outside of China like they are being enjoyed by consumers in China. I mean, what? I mean, if there is a driving feature that is being enjoyed in a country, chances are even outside the country, I mean, if there's a parking assist, if it is helping you, or if people are happy about the parking assist in China, chances are they'll be happy with the parking assist in Europe, in the US, which is something that I think with that, again, I think they must be very careful on how they put these things out there. I mean, we could have seen, especially with Nio, we could have seen so many of the Nio consumers complaining about how Nio is not able to fully satisfy them in some of these features like parking assist, which we have not had that. I mean, we've had instances where consumers or Chinese consumers were going to buy a Mercedes and then went for a Nio because of the technology, because of what they felt when they were driving or test driving the Nio car. There was a lady who was going to pick up a Mercedes or ready to buy a Mercedes, but next to that Mercedes dealership there was a Nio dealership, and because of the test drive, because of the features that she found onto the Nio cars, she then changed her mind and went for a Nio car. This is something that is happening in China, and you cannot say we can't compare. If Nio is able to beat Mercedes in some of their features, yes, I know tech-wise Tesla are also high or top in terms of tech, but you cannot shame those Chinese EVs like Nio like that. I mean, to me, it was as if Chinese companies are not catching much to Tesla when it comes to tech and the car, the comfortability in the car, which is not the case. I mean, guys, the numbers are just talking about different things. I mean, even on the very same video, the Tesla sales in China have declined both in Q1 and Q2. This is what is happening. Mercedes have reduced their guidance in terms of revenue for the full year because of the kind of competition they are seeing in China. I mean, if Europe, US, they are not scared of these Chinese EVs like Nio, why are they putting a lot of subsidies? Why are they increasing subsidies so much in a way that these cars cannot sell well? Yes, I understand that companies like BYD, they sell very cheap EVs or cheap cars, which therefore can destroy the market even abroad. But do you blame them? I mean, one of the things that makes BYD to stand up is because they are producing their own batteries. They are producing quite a number of things which they produce in the car. In fact, based on this CNBC video we're watching, apparently 70 to 80% of the parts in their car, they are making those parts themselves. They are producing those products or parts themselves, which is something that makes them to be able to sell these cars at these low prices. Are they compromising on quality? I don't think they are. I don't think they are compromising on quality. And tech-wise, I don't think there are companies that can compete with Chinese companies when it comes to tech, especially Nio. Nio is just so ahead. I mean, the very same Tesla, when it comes to battery swapping stations, they once tried it and it didn't work out that well. But we are seeing Nio, I mean, deploying these very successfully. I mean, last week or 2 weeks back, we celebrated Nio reaching or completing over 50 million swaps. Why would we see so many people going to complete their battery swaps on their Nio cars or in their Nio cars? We were not going to see a lot of that happening, but to get to see more users or more Nio users going to complete their battery swap, it means that they see that it's something that works. Because if we are swapping in 10 minutes, I mean, come on. It's as good as going to a charging station and charge your car, right? But with swap, we know that swapping is fast, and that there are 4 generations that Nio has deployed since their inception when it comes to the type battery swapping stations. There is the 1st generation, 2nd generation, 3rd generation, and now their latest is the 4th generation swapping stations, which they are not much, but they are there. They have not deployed as much, but they are there, which is something that is pretty exciting. So I just thought I'd just come out and do a video. But I thought about the video we saw from CNBC talking about the Chinese EV brands like Nio. Nio, it is a company that is just set for greatness. Don't listen to some of these news, because sometimes they can mislead you. I mean, imagine a first-time investor or someone who just got to know Nio listens to that video and hear that Nio lied about them being able to complete a battery swap in 3 minutes. What are they going to think about when it comes to the whole company? I mean, they would think bad about Nio to say that probably they lie about almost everything. So I just thought I'd just do this video to clear out some of the things that I heard from that video. Tell me what you think about that interview. I think it's there. If you are to go to CNBC's website, you will see that 15 minutes video that CNBC just released. But as for me, I think Nio, it's a company which is set for greatness. Technology, there is no car company or there is no EV company that can come close to what Nio is doing. Nio just launched their own operating system. Nio is deploying and making their users enjoy battery swapping station, which is something that is pretty exciting, and they are doing well in terms of sales, and chances are the graph will continue rising or on the rise, which is something that of course will excite those that are investing onto this company for the longer term. Otherwise, with all that, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this video. Have you watched the video? If not, I would suggest, I'll propose that you go watch and come give the comments and tell me what you think about. Yes, and I'm not saying some of the things that she was saying or they were saying are not accurate. I mean, me, I'm talking about Nio. I can't tell you much about Li Auto XPeng because I've not done or I've not been really following even what the customers or their their customers are saying about the cars. But I can tell you about Nio because with Nio, almost on a day-to-day, I'm reading about this company, which is why I'm able to say more, or I'm able to be maybe as confident onto some of the things that I say about this company. So tell me what you think. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best, and God bless you all.